On my first bill fishing trip in the Bahamas, we had a fantastic day. I mean, we caught 9 billfish, combination of white marlin and sailfish, and of course several other mahi and stuff. So we're going back out, second day, and I mean, we're all kind of like, man, after a great day like that, like, you know, we shouldn't have such high expectations, right? I mean, how could we have 2 good days like that? But spoiler alert, we do. We got another great day of bill fishing in store, so stay tuned to see what happens. Once again, we are on the Gemlux vessel, which is a 58-foot Viking sport fisher. It is the boat owned by the company Gemlux. And if you don't know about Gemlux, they make a lot of boating hardware and fishing equipment. You probably have, if you have a boat, you probably have some of their equipment. Today we're fishing, of course, with Matt Bridgewater, who's the owner of the company. We're fishing with Ash, myself, we got our captain Ron, Bubba, Doug, and Jerry fishing with us today, all co-workers at Gemlux. So looking forward to a fun day on the water. Conditions look great this morning. Not as big of a swell as yesterday, and the winds were a little bit calmer. We headed out to a similar area to where we were yesterday, where we had such a great day of fish biting. We get out there and we put our lines out and start trolling. Bite didn't start out as hot. Obviously yesterday, before we can even get all of our lines out, we had fish on, but it took us a little while today to find our first fish. But that was okay. I mean, we're like, man, after a great day yesterday, I mean, can't expect to catch, that many fish every day. I started up there in the helm with our captain. Really enjoy it up there. It's pretty cool to get to see, have that vantage point, higher view, getting to see the dredges, how they swim, how the teasers work, the crew working together. And we have a tower on our boat. Not many center consoles have a second station, but we're pretty fortunate on our contender. We do have one that we can put on. And when you get up there, it's just amazing how much you can see. I mean, even on a center console where you're not super high up, just that extra height really helps you to see so much more. So being up there on that sport fisher was really cool as well. I got to see fish coming in and going up to our teasers and everything. It's pretty exciting. Finally, we get our first fish on.
Yep, there he is. Hey, I got another one ahead. We keep fishing. I think it's a sail, isn't it? Now, this fish is 700 feet away. I don't know if I want to. Let me just go get Terry.
Great job, man.
Oh yeah.
Again, the guys are working together. We're bringing in dredges, cleaning everything up. Everyone's working as a team. It's really exciting. Backing down hard on that fish. I mean, that feels so cool when that boat's rumbling back. You feel the vibration and the water splashing over. I mean, it gets your heart pumping. Like, yeah, you cannot be on that boat in that conditions and not be excited. It's just crazy. It gets the adrenaline going. With more hands on the deck, I can do some filming because you guys all know I love filming. So I get to use a 360 camera, stick it in the water, help identify the fish, because that's an important part, especially of tournaments, is getting that fish identification when you get them up to the boat. But just being on the boat and like helping and learning, like I ain't got to be the one who reels the fish in. Just, working with them and learning from them and clearing things and just working part of the team. It's like if you were playing football, you don't have to be the one who scores a touchdown to be involved. Like everyone has a job to do and they all got to be done. They're all important. When I'm up in the helm one time, it was crazy. They marked some fish and seen them come into the teaser and they look like blue marlin, and I'm looking and all of a sudden I see this big blue marlin come right at the back of the boat transom, right where that dredge is. And like, I'm looking at this fish like, wow, I mean, this fish had some shoulders on him. Like he was a big fish. The captain guessed, Ron guessed about a 200, maybe 300 pounds. So, I mean, he was a good sized blue marlin. And just seeing him come up, I mean, that was crazy. We had this blue marlin hooked up and we're fighting this fish, trying to get him in. And obviously he's bigger than the other sailfish and white marlin that we caught, but we're still getting him in fast. that's one of the things that really impressed me about fishing for these billfish. Even though they're such big fish, we're getting on them fast. I mean, we're catching fish in literally a couple minutes. Even the blue marlin we caught was less than 10 minutes. Just backing down on them, getting line, catching them, getting to that leader, you know, and then safely releasing them.
Still on the chain.
While we were fishing, at one point, the marlin actually came and grabbed the hookless Spanish that's on the back of the squid daisy chain. So when the fish come up, you know, you want to pull that daisy chain away so they don't get it, and then give them a hooked bait. Well, this fish had grabbed it, and Captain Ron was grabbing that teaser line and literally having a tug of war match with this marlin through the outrigger, because, you know, run through a pulley on the outrigger. So they're both pulling, he's trying to get it free. So it was a pretty crazy experience. I'd hear stories about fish grabbing that, and I actually got to see it and get some of it on video.
There's 2 fish! I know.
Hey, right there. Is it?
Blue!
Is it?
Blue! I'm marking Bubba's fish. Here he comes.
You can see him on the sonar? The 360 or the
Yeah.
So the outriggers are kind of known as the captain's fishing pole. So we got our captain, Captain Ron, doing a fantastic job, and he's controlling the teasers. He actually has the teaser reels right above them, and of course we're pulling the dredges from them. He's putting us on the fish, and there's actually a lot involved, you know, managing all that. So them guys, the captains, are really doing a lot with them outriggers and the boat in general, you know, to keep us guys on the fish. That's pretty cool. He was pulling on that chain pretty hard, right? I mean, I was looking at the rigger. It looked pretty, like it was holding up pretty good. Seeing him coming up on the chain, falling all the way up. Yeah, he looks solid. Like he had some shoulders.
That's probably male and female.
Yeah. They travel together, kind of, man? Okay.
White ones travel to school. They will travel to school.
Oh, cool. And what I didn't realize is it's fairly common for there to be multiple blue marlin traveling together. I think some billfish school up more so than others, but even blue marlin, there's usually a couple together.
You got a fish too!
I got it.
He's still behind you! Still behind you! Scoot up on the right, long too! Just be ready, Terry. Let him eat you. He's still tracking behind you, Terry. He's swinging under his back to you. There's a fish coming to you. Yep. Yep, he's still behind you. He's under you. He's under you. He's under you. He's eating you. He's ate you again. There's another one on the left. There's another one under the left. He's still behind you. Somebody get a bait on the right side. Drop a bait on the right side back.
Oh yeah, he's back there. He's right on your flat line.
Paddle it up to you.
Right there.
There he is. Tight, tight.
Oh, look at that. Whoa, right there. There he goes.
I'm going to pull off this way. Let's get the belly out.
was using a lot of technology, you know, basically making use of everything we had. Of course, we were looking at our depth recorder, and he was looking at his 360-degree, you know, Omni sonar, looking for markings, watching, you know, for temperature breaks and paying attention to that. We had Seymour maps, so we're, you know, watching where we're at on this drop off, you know, this shelf that quickly drops off into deep water. We're using all that, and of course we're doing some of the, you know, old school techniques too. We're looking for birds, you know, frigate birds, and another type of bird that I learned about. They call it a white marlin bird. It's a little white bird, but it's got like kind of a long white tail. So watching for those, watching for bait, just anything fishy, you know, that might hold fish. We had caught blue marlin and white marlin, and what we were looking for now was a sailfish. We were going for a grand slam. Now, for those of you who don't know, a grand slam is catching 3 different types of billfish within a 24-hour period. So we had the white marlin, we had the blue marlin. The day before, we'd had white marlin and sailfish, but not a blue marlin. So we were on the hunt for some sailfish. If we could get a sailfish, we'd have us a grand slam.
There's one behind you, Doug. He's eating you. Pick me up. Everything's up, Jack. Doug's straight out. Doug, what's your fish doing, do you think?
He's just hanging. I'm hanging. He's hanging.
I'm just going to ease back and let y'all catch up.
Hey, I'm right here.
Here's the idea, Bubba.
They fight the fish, get it in, and we have a grand slam. It was pretty awesome. And the morning still was, I mean, we still had plenty of time left in fishing. So we keep on at it. Well, we get to the point where we only need another sailfish to get a double grand slam. We're fishing, keep going, boom, we hook up to another fish. We get that fish in, and now we have a double grand slam. I mean, that is just pretty insane, guys, to have a double grand, I mean, like a grand slam is impressive anytime, but now we've had 2. We keep on fishing, and we end the day with 9 fish again. You know, 4 white marlin, see 3 sailfish, and 2 blue marlin. So 9 fish, 18 billfish in 2 days. It's just an incredible, like, fishery. Like, this was my first time doing that. Like, I'm getting spoiled, right? Like, yeah, just every day you got to catch 9 billfish, and sometimes you get a couple grand slams. So I was really fortunate to be able to come down. It just worked out where the fish were biting so well and get to see such an incredible thing. I didn't think about it at the time, but the day before when I caught my first white marlin, I was like, man, I should ask for that release flag. You know, that'd be really cool to have a release flag from your first, you know, white marlin release or whatever billfish you get. Well, funny thing was, that evening, Matt brought out the flags for me and Ash and Jerry, you know, for some of our first fish. And actually the whole team signed it. You know, we had on there 18 billfish, 2 days, double grand slam. And that really meant so much to me. Like, that's just such a cool thing to have. Like, you don't need to, you know, kill a fish or have a fish mount. You know, just having that to remind you of those 2 epic days of fishing. I mean, it's just an incredible memory. I'm so appreciative of that flag, you know, having those memories and the whole trip in general. Just be able to come down and catch fish the way we did. Totally awesome experience. I learned so much. Great time on the Gemlux. Testing some new products that you guys will see soon, and fishing, and just having a great time with the whole team. You know, really, really cool thing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. So excited to get to share this experience with you. If you guys get a chance to go bill fishing or to the Bahamas to fish in general, highly recommend it. Really awesome time, really great place. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the Gemlux for their videos and stuff as well, their social media, a lot of cool things. If you guys got any questions, leave a comment below, and we'll see you next time on Real Hazardous.